Hello guys, wherever you are. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all fine and I hope you are all in good condition, yeah. And today we are going to study about narrative or recount. Pasti suka sering denger ya, narrative recount. Maksudnya apa ya? So actually both of them are part of the kind of story ya. Jadi jenis-jenis cerita dan ini yang akan kita pelajari pada pertemuan hari ini. So let's start. Are you ready? Jangan lupa like and subscribe ya. Oke, we start from example dulu deh, supaya lebih paham. So example that we can see from narrative, misalnya ada cerita Cinderella, bawang merah bawang putih, Hansel and Gretel, si pahit lidah, Pocahontas, dan masih banyak lagi ya, Minangkabau, asal usul nama kota bumi misalnya ya. Okay, and the next example of recount, misalnya One Day in Ancol, a short trip by train to Blambangan Umpu. Ya, apa kabar nih SMA Negeri 1 Blambangan Umpu? And a week holiday at grandma's home. Atau mungkin spending weekend at school. Oh, what are you doing at school ya? During the weekend, oh ternyata ada kerja bakti misalnya. So you are telling story about what happened. That's example of recount ya. Now let's see the similarities between both of them. Jadi kalau kita lihat perbedaannya ada, lalu persamaannya ada. Kita mulai dari persamaannya dulu ya. So if we see the similarities, we can find out that both of them, kedua-duanya baik naratif and recount, have orientation and reorientation. The meaning of the orientation here adalah awalan. So in the orientation or the beginning of the story, biasanya we have, that's what we call WH questions to make it easier. Ada penjelasan who, what, where, when, atau mungkin how, ya, atau why. And for the reorientation, biasanya adalah ending of the story. So you have how it ends up, how the story ends up after that, ya. And the other similarity that you can find out is the use of past tense. Nah, kalau untuk past tense ini berarti kita harus hafal tuh which one is in the form of past tense. Kenapa? Because if we want to make a story, create a story, we have to really make sure that we use past tense. Nah, past tense ini you have regular and irregular verb ya. Jadi jangan sampai nanti kata go berarti jadi gwet, tidak ada. Go berubahnya jadi went and gone ya. Atau misalnya kata steal, mencuri, steal, stole, stolen. So those are the verbs that you have to memorize and you have to exactly know how to use it because it requires past tense. Narrative and recount both require the use of past tense. Jangan lupa. And also both of them require action verb. Biasanya ada kata-kata yang melakukan pekerjaan ya. Misalnya the rider ran away and ran, ini adalah action verb. Atau misalnya Cinderella cried, nah action verb itu cried, nangis ya. Next, we have the differences. We can see the differences. Jadi perbedaannya ada di naratif itu ada complication and problem. Lalu ada solution. Jangan lupa ada solution ya. Tadi di sini belum ditulis ternyata. Lalu ada characters ya. Charactersnya misalnya a young strong man atau a beautiful tall lady. Nah, ini adalah characters atau a wicked grandmother, misalnya a wicked grandmother. Lalu adjektifnya ini untuk menggambarkan bagaimana characters tersebut atau misalnya she has a very beautiful long hair. Nah, adjektifnya itu beautiful long hair. Lalu ada saying verb. Kenapa? Karena biasanya ada dialogue. There will be dialogues in the narrative. Misalnya, the prince told the soldiers to. Nah, told ini adalah saying verb, atau the angel ordered the man to. Nah, ordered di sini adalah saying verb. Untuk recount biasanya berbeda dengan naratif. We have events, jadi ada beberapa events dan biasanya berurutan. That's why we need conjunction or chronological orders. Misalnya, there will be say first blah 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 blah, then da 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 da, after that da 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 da, finally da 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 da. And also there will be action verb ya, seperti tadi yang sudah kita ketahui sebagai persamaan ya. Nah, let's go to the example. So let's see here. I took a story through friends here. Kira-kira naratif atau recount? Coba lihat sebentar tanpa membaca. Iya, ini bentuknya naratif. Kenapa? Ada dialognya. Lihat, look at the second paragraph. You see, ada tanda kutip di sana. Friend, what did the bear whisper into your ears? Nah, ini adalah dialog ya. And just now, the bear advised me not to believe a false friend. Nah, kata replied dan kata ask ini adalah salah satu ciri dari naratif, yaitu saying verb ya. Nah, selain itu kita bisa lihat ada once upon a time, ini adalah ciri naratif juga yang merupakan time adverb. Lalu ada two close friends, nah ini menggambarkan noun tertentu, two close friends ya. Lalu a large bear, nah ini adalah noun tertentu ya. Lalu we have adjective, misalnya di situ ada kata dangerous, they knew that anything dangerous. Lalu ada adverb slowly, nah ini adalah slowly left, slowly adverbnya, lalu left itu action verbnya. Nah, ini adalah contoh dari naratif. So you see there is a problem there. Do you find out the problem there? Yeah, the problem is that there was a bear coming to them. And what's the solution? And what happened? And what's the moral story that you can find out there? Ya, jadi because the bear came and the solution, ternyata solutionnya SDM, selamatkan diri masing-masing ya. So the two close friends tadi yang udah janji, they promise each other that they would always be together in case of danger. Ternyata one of the friend, ya, one of them itu climb the nearby tree without helping the other. And the other karena dia tidak tahu, aduh saya bakalan dibunuh gitu ya. Nah, he lay down on the ground, berbaring, breathless, jadi tanpa bernafas and pretended to be a dead man. Lalu what happened? Coba dibaca ya. Lalu akhirnya moral story-nya kira-kira apa? Oke. And the next, let's see here, contoh dari recount. So let's see the difference. Ya, di sini kalau kita lihat sama-sama menggunakan past tense ya. Lalu ada action verb-nya juga seperti thought, had already prepared, and we have adverb also, adverb of time, last night, and we have chronological events. Di sini walaupun tidak tertulis seperti ada kata then, after that, tapi susunan kegiatannya sudah menggambarkan bahwa kegiatannya is done one by one. It is done one by one, and it is in a form of chronological events. Yeah, she had sent the invitation. She looked through the several cookbooks, and then she had gone all the way to buy fruit. And when the guests arrived, what happened? She realized that she had forgotten, lupa nyalain ovennya. Nah, kalau udah nyalain ovennya lupa, apa yang terjadi? So that's the difference between narrative and recount. Ternyata di recount walaupun ada masalah tapi tidak ada penyelesaian. Dia hanya menceritakan begini, lalu kejadiannya begini, lalu kejadiannya begini. So that's what they have. That's what happened to Jane. Ya. Yeah? And reorientationnya, she felt foolish and she thought she had already prepared everything, but she had forgotten to do the most of important thing. Jadi that's what you can see as in the recount. Nah, tugas kita adalah melihat bagaimana nih apa yang dapat kalian dapatkan dari naratif dan apa yang kalian dapatkan dari recount. Ditulis ya di buku catatan untuk to all my students that have been watching this. Thank you for watching. Yeah. And I hope that you can write it down on your notebook and find out the moral story and the things that we can discuss for our next meeting. Okay, thank you, and thank you for watching, and see you another time. I hope you enjoy and get a new lesson. Of course, improve your own knowledge about English.